Welcome back to another property video. Today we are back in Bucchianico, and today I have a very cheap property for you. We also have Daniele today packing up his car because we had to unpack his car to find the keys for this house. And we basically took his car apart into the tiniest of pieces just to find the key for this property, but we did get it. So this is the main entrance, and that's the key, that's the culprit of our issues. Now, there's a little alleyway that leads you down to a bigger one, and you are kind of in the center of Bucchianico. It's very nice, you know, very quiet around here. Nice streets as well. And this property is very cheap. And I think you're gonna like this one. It does need some work, but generally speaking, it's in really good condition. So, this is the landing area, and over here you have 3 rooms. I'm gonna get my torch ready. Over here you have a kitchen, kind of kitchen. That's what I would use it as a kitchen. There's also a working fireplace, a window as well. And over here you have access to the water. So this one could be a nice cozy kitchen. And then over here you would have a dining room. Now, I did say that this house needs some work, but this one doesn't have any structural damages. It's just, you know, the plaster coming off the wall and that sort of stuff. So should be an easy fix. So this is a nice sized dining room, or you can turn this into a living dining room. Entirely up to you. And then over here, under the stairs, this one kind of looks like a second kitchen, but I would keep it as a storage room. Or you could make this into a small kitchen, because as you can see, there's enough place for a fireplace. And you could be getting a gas cooker in here, you know, a couple of countertops as well. You also have lights here, which is nice. So yeah, this could be a kitchen, because you also have some storage down there. I mean, it's not endless, but it is something. So you could technically turn this into a kitchen, and then this one can be something else if you want a small kitchen. You know, anything is possible. And then this one can be perhaps a living room, and then this one can be a dining room. I mean, it's not super wide, but you can see that there's already a table here that can sit, you know, 4 people comfortably. So maybe if you put it in the middle, you will have space on both sides. You take these cabinets off, and then you have a lot more space over here. Now, moving on, we're going to go upstairs. Nice marble stairs, no damage to them whatsoever. Very even, very level. And then this is the landing for the 2nd floor. And over here we have 3 rooms. This is bedroom number 1, the biggest room. Has a window as well, lights obviously. Need to paint it, but that's kind of obvious. But there's no damage to the ceiling or the walls, no cracks whatsoever. And moving on, the next room, this is a little bit smaller. This could be bedroom number 2. An interesting choice for this, to put this into a bedroom, but you can always rehouse the boiler, maybe downstairs somewhere. Could be a possibility. And then over here we have the only bathroom in the property, with a toilet, a sink, and a shower. Now obviously this one needs a good clean to make it livable, but this is a very cheap property, so obviously for this much money you can't really expect a move-in ready house. Now also this way we have a ladder that goes up into the attic. Now I'm gonna use a little camera trick and I'm gonna extend my camera, go up a couple of steps. Hopefully you can see what's in the attic. So there you go, that was the attic. It's a good size. Obviously there's no damage to the roof. There's no water damage in the house either, which is a good sign. But like I said, this is a very cheap property. So you do need to put some work in. It needs some work, but overall, I think this could be a nice project for someone. This is what it looks like from the outside. And for this one, we will send up the drone, but there won't be much footage of the house. I will just show you the surroundings like the city and whatnot. And I will also tell you about the price as well. So let's go. So like I said in the video, the house does need a little bit of work, but it's nothing major, I think. It's mostly painting and putting new plaster on and just fitting appliances. Now from the drone footage you can see that this is the area where the house is actually located. On the other end, where we're gonna go later with the drone, you will see the main area, the main square. That's where you will find pharmacies, bars, shops, post office, that sort of stuff. So it's a well-equipped town. You can find pretty much anything, and you can actually see on this shot that it is actually on a mountain top, and you get amazing views from the top. You can get a really nice panoramic view all around basically. There is a church underneath us at the moment. That is the main church of Bucchianico. And on the top right hand side, that is the main square that I was talking about with that big building. I suppose that's some sort of government building over there on the right. And this is the view that you are getting from this town. Now, the price for this property at the moment is 24,900 euros. So that's a very cheap property, and like I said, it does need a little bit of work, but it's nothing major. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to send us an email and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.